Yo, what's good, guys? It's Chris from WearTesters.com. Welcome back to the official WearTesters.com YouTube channel. Today we got something a little bit different. Yeah, so this is a colorway that caters to you, and I don't even know if they release in your size.
Well, I was just thinking, how do they do that? Because I understand that
do what?
They want their shoes to sell.
Yeah.
And so, like, how do you balance it where you have certain shoes where it's just for men, but do you make a bunch of them, or do you sprinkle out all those amongst all the sizes?
Yeah, I don't know how they come up with what. Because I was just telling you this the other day, where like I was looking at the Seattle 10s, and they're coming out this weekend. At least as of when we're recording this, they're coming out in my size, which I already have. They're coming out in your size, which is great. And then I wanted them to come out in my son's size so that he can get a pair because he likes them. And I didn't see them in his size. I just saw them in our size. And so I don't know if they're releasing in full family sizes or not. And it's like, why not? You release them in all these other random ass shoes and colorways and stuff. So like, why not those? Like, I don't get it. Like, what the f? You know what I mean? Like you think that colorway is like, no kid's gonna want that? So yeah, I don't really understand how or why or what. The thing that I always see female sneakerheads say is, we want the same as the guys.
This would have been a good one.
This is like the one. Normally when they say that, they want the classics. They want the Chicago stuff.
That was something I wanted to quote you on from the video.
What video?
This one. Like, as you were saying it and we were filming.
What did I say?
I dig the change. Which is huge, because you don't dig the change on anything.
I accept change. I'm not...
He's a man of consistency.
Yeah, but that's with
and
other...
predictability.
That's with other stuff. That's like if you go to the taqueria, what are you ordering? I'm ordering tacos.
We're going to a place that has burgers on the menu. I'm getting a burger.
Of
We're
course.
going to a place that has pasta. I'm getting spaghetti. But we eat spaghetti at home. Why would you go somewhere and get spaghetti?
Because spaghetti is delicious. That's why. That's a different type of predictability and, you know, staying in your zone or whatever. This stuff, change on shoes, you can't just release the 13s in the white and red colorway every year. It doesn't work like that. You got to change things up. And this is a change where I was against it when I first saw it because it looked weird, and it still does every time I glance down at it, but then I pull back for a second. I'm like, okay, it actually is not that bad. It really does look good. It just doesn't look good in pictures.
That's hard.
That's with everything nowadays.
Because we'll do product shots and we put out really nice ones, but there will be like 12 of them before that where you're like,
That's with anything, but like everything doesn't look as good online. That's why I feel like it sucks when retail officially dies.
You can't walk in
You
and
can't
touch
just,
things.
yeah, you can't go and check things out in person. It's gonna be like the saddest day ever, besides the day that Toys R Us closed. It's gonna be like that, like where I might cry. I don't cry for anything, but that I might cry for. So this is an original feature. Like they used to do this all the way back when, like 1985, the Air Jordan 1.
Okay.
And they would stamp in the shoe the production time, or like the dates, and also the product number or style number, and then the shoe size. Later on, they would add these things.
Right.
The little tags and all of that stuff. Yeah, it's just an original feature. I don't know if that was even in the Air Jordan 10 though. Like I don't think it was, but it very well could have been. Because I know that my original 11s didn't have that. They had a tag. I really don't know why it's on the 10, but I think that that's a cool thing to do, because again, it's like the box thing. Like a lot of people don't care about the packaging, but like when you have the packaging revert back to the original style, it's just an additional level of attention to detail, where for $190, you know what I'm saying? Like you better get it right. To me anyways. Although this isn't quite like the original. If you guys have owned a pair of original Air Jordan 10s, they came in a box half this size. It was literally like this thin. It looked like a Converse box, and they somehow were able to squeeze the damn shoes in there. I don't even know how. I just think that the 10s are a great shoe. That's what that little thing is. That's my shoe size, so everybody should have that. It'll be a different number for everyone. It's not on these.
No.
So, and that's what I mean, is that it's not on this, and this is the last OG Jordan 10 to release. And again, just since this release, which was last year?
Yeah, in December, yeah.
Okay, so like since then, they've already done different things. They've changed that. They've, you know, done the lining, all that stuff. Like I was saying, the panel here, this overlay panel is way softer than this is straight up synthetic overlay, and this is borderline actual leather. Like it might even be real leather. So even since the last release, they've already done things that are a little bit different and closer to the original. I think it's cool that they keep doing what they can. It would be great if they're all perfect all at the same time. That way we don't ever have to be like, oh man, I wish it was like, but we're not in a perfect world, all that stuff. Plus they got to put these things out again in like 10 more years. So it's like, they got to be able to be like, hey, look, this one's even closer than the last one. You know what I mean? So, you know, it is what it is. It's a business.
That it is. I wanted to comment on the box.
The packaging?
Yes.
It's fresh.
Well, what I like about it is What frustrates?
Hold on.
What? Oh,
Hold on. I think I got a seed in my
so
throat.
let's drink some more seeds.
Hopefully it'll knock the other seeds down.
You good?
Proceed.
I always get frustrated when, like with the Jordan 34 packaging, and they're like, let's do something new and creative, and then they'll be big and bulky and they don't fit with anything else.
At least that's a standard size box.
Yes, they're just being creative with what they use already.
100% agree, and I dig that. Although I do like the 34 box.
I bet you do.
I do. You know what box I really like, but I hate at the same time?
What?
Actually, there's two of them. It's the Air Jordan 21 and 22 box. Oh, and the 23. Like the 21 and the 23 box.
Which one came with the different pods?
The 21s and the 22s. So the 21s and 23s, so they have a drop, like an open, you know what I mean? But it's a big square box, and then that top gets crushed in when you stack it, so that part sucks. And then the 22 box has the pods that are in the box, all cool, but the box is, I don't even know what shape that is. Like whoever came up with that is like really cool and smart and stuff, but like holy shit.
Yeah, but he has all these crazy boxes that'll come in from the media packs, and
Oh,
they're
that's
cool.
a different thing altogether.
They're cool the first couple times you get them, but then you're like, great, I have this giant cylinder. What do I do with it?
I have a giant Mortal Kombat box.
That's super heavy. I had to move it, and I'm like, I'm going to die under this thing.
And it's like, what are you gonna do with that thing?
Yeah.
It's like as big as this table.
Yes.
It's excessive. It's
Yes.
very cool stuff. The brands sometimes put that money, that budget, back into the product.
And sometimes, and I'm sure it's gorgeous when they're like, look at what we're gonna be sending out, but half the time it breaks on the way here. Like you've had spring-loaded things.
That Under Armour one, and
And-
then it cut me too. Remember that?
Yeah.
That hurt.
So then it's kind of like, great.
Yeah, that was a really dope box though, I gotta say. Like if it wasn't broken and if it would have worked right, that was sick. If it hadn't sliced my hand open, made me bleed my own blood.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
Like that's a thing that like a lot of people are like, this shoe is outdated, and I'm like, no. Tech spec wise, if you were to take what's on this shoe and put it on a brand new shoe, you'd be happy. Be like, cool, I got my money's worth. But instead, they don't put that stuff on there because they're cutting costs and they're not making the shoe out of the materials like this. Because again, it's cheaper to make textile shoes than it is to make shoes out of leather and suede. It's also cheaper to have a machine manufacture the upper than it is to have people go there and cut them out and sew them together. We're talking about full-length Zoom Air versus the latest. I don't like throwing the Greek Freak shoe under the bus because that's like a budget shoe, but that's the one that really sticks out in my mind though. That was the new signature. But guess what? There's nothing in it. Literally nothing. Why is people getting so excited? You know, like I don't get it. Like you take away the Greek Freak name and it's just a shoe. Like it's,
All of them are just shoes.
that's what I keep telling. No, that's what I keep telling people. That's what I keep telling people. Marketing is everything. Without Jordan's logo on this and without his name, it's just a shoe. This was not made. Look at this. These two shoes were made for the same guy. They have two completely different features on them. One is like a heavy stability shoe. The other one is just a heavy shoe. You can't tell me that within a 6-month time span that the guy's style of play changed that drastically, because it didn't. All this is marketing.
So I had a thought. I think how you were saying, like, okay, like make the players their own shoes and then make the consumers their shoe, where you get all that cushion. You could even take it a step further where they could probably be like, okay, here's Curry's shoe, here's the consumer shoe, or would you like to pay a little bit more and get Curry's shoe so that you get the signature athlete's exact shoe if you want
That
the
to me doesn't-
extra gimmicks.
That's what that exactly sounds like a gimmick, because everybody know that Curry's shoe don't got nothing in it. Why
Well-
would you pay extra for that?
Well, and then isn't like Kyrie's shoe a little bit different? And then Zion's shoe right now? Like, I think there's a niche for that.
I don't think so.
I bet you.
I don't think so. Like at that point, you're paying for the exclusive. You'd be paying a lot.
For however many that they made though, I bet you.
I still don't think that that's a good idea. I think that's a waste of their resources, as much as making them all of the specialty items is a waste of their resources. Think about it. I'm the one paying 140, 140, 140, 140.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Zion's not paying that.
No, I know.
Zion's getting paid, plus he's getting all of these shoes, plus he's getting literally like they're made around his foot shape style last, plus extras, which is cool because you're the athlete, you're the investment, all of that stuff. But the reason why they're getting that is because we're dumping our money into it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if you're going to reinvest our investment. It should be back into the product that we're actually buying.
Well, it was just a thought. Don't do it. Especially because then we would have to go buy both versions. It would be like, what did Nike do for a while with the Elite program? Like, let's not go there.
Yeah, no.
I'm surprised that they haven't
tried
that.
What they should do is they should keep doing the PE stuff, but just make the consumer's product a little bit better. Like, again, we're the ones paying for it, which is what they're trying to do in the first place. Like, I get that, but the main thing is, like, if you're going to be labeling cushion, like, because at this point, this might as well just be like, it's just foam. Why label it anything? The cushion to me didn't bother me in most settings. It was when we were playing the league games. Our league games is in our community center, and it's on concrete, and then directly on top of the concrete is vinyl that looks like wood, but it's not. It's literally wood-looking linoleum. So I'm essentially playing directly on concrete, whereas most gyms and indoor courts and stuff, you're on a raised. Like, even at 24, you're raised a little bit off the ground, so like there's a hollow buffer, so you're not beating the shit out of your body and stuff. My legs was hurting. I played almost all 40 minutes. And so towards the end of the game, I was like, pull me, I'm done. Like, I am done. I couldn't keep running.
Right.
And that's 40 minutes.
It's the difference between doing all your runs on a treadmill and then being like, I'm gonna go do one outside today.
That's exactly what it is. Even on a blacktop, it's a blacktop surface. It's a tar surface, so it's got a little bit extra give to it than concrete.
Yeah.
Concrete is dense. It's hard as a rock because it is a rock.